All right. Hi, guys. This is day 27, practice 3. So I'm going to show you some examples first so that you know what to do. Hopefully, this will be sort of the beginning of stuff getting a little tougher. It's just going to be tough when we're not together, but we will just do it. Okay. All right. So you're going to first look at an equation. So this is N2 gas plus O2 gas makes 2NO gas. And then you're going to see this new thing, delta H equals 180.6 kilojoules. Okay. So the first thing that you should probably be thinking is you're going to sketch a potential energy diagram, okay? This is like what we did before. If the delta H is positive, right, that means that it's going to look like this is the reactants, okay, and then the products are going to be here. So remember, this is where the products are. This is the reactants, okay? This distance from here to here, okay, is the delta H. And that's a positive 180.6 kilojoules, okay? So that means from this line basically all the way down to this line, this is 180.6 kilojoules, all right? You should hopefully now recognize this as endothermic, okay? Because the delta H is positive, which means energy is going into the system overall. Okay, and the products will have more energy than the reactants, right? So remember, I had to put in this much, the EA, the activation energy, and I only got back out this much. So the net is going to still be positive, okay? All right, so the particle diagram, we should have an N2 would look, kind of, oh my God, this is really hard. I actually have been doing the keys in Google Drawings. I actually really like that, way better than hand drawing it, okay? Plus O2. I have one of those. Okay, and those should be connected. It's really hard on this pen. Okay, those should be connected. Okay. I don't think I wrote it on the answer key, but you should probably put plus energy. Okay, that's going to make 2 NOs. Okay. So it's going to look like this. So there's my NO. There's my NO. Okay. All right, so there goes your particle diagram. Okay, so in word equation, I'm going to say 1 mole of nitrogen gas, all right, combines with 1 mole of oxygen gas, okay, and energy, right, because I remember energy has to come into the system for this to go, okay, to make 2 moles of, now some of these, if you don't know the name, that's okay, right? Because this is one of the molecular compounds. So this one is actually going to be called nitrogen monoxide because it only has 1 oxygen, okay? But don't worry too much. If you can't get the names right, just get it when you check the answer key. It's good enough, okay? All right, so the important thing now that we're going to do, okay, is this is like the beginnings of stoichiometry, which we're going to start doing. Okay, so according to this equation, we're reading this equation off, 1 mole of nitrogen, okay, and 1 mole of oxygen and energy makes 2 moles of nitrogen monoxide, okay? So I have 1 mole of nitrogen, because that's in the recipe here, 1 mole, okay? And is it going to release energy or require energy? All right, it's going to be require because it's endothermic. And every 1 mole in this recipe, I get, or I need 180.6 kilojoules. Okay, so I need 1 of these to make 2 of these, and I need this much energy to make that happen. Okay, so if I started with 3 moles of nitrogen, okay, so I'm going to go back to kind of the dimensional analysis we've been doing for the whole year. 3 moles of nitrogen times, okay, that's my given. Now I'm going to go to my equation, to my recipe to find out what I've got. So if I have moles of nitrogen up here, I need moles of nitrogen down here so that it cancels, okay? According to this recipe, 1 mole of nitrogen is going to give me 180.6 kilojoules of energy, okay? And then when I multiply those together, I should have written it down. Let's see, 3 times 180.6, 541.8. I'm going to get 541.8 kilojoules, okay? Because like that's going to cancel and that's going to leave me with kilojoules. Okay, good. All right, so let me pause so I can get the other one up. Wait. Okay, so pardon all the extra garbage all over this one, because my screenshot of it gets whacked. Okay, all right, let's try this one. N2 gas plus 3 H2 gas makes 2 NH3 gas, and the delta H is negative 91.8. Okay, so the first thing I would do is think about your potential energy diagram. Okay, so this being negative here is indicating that this is an exothermic reaction, right? Because more energy has come out. So that means it's going to look sort of like this. Okay, because remember my reactants are here, my products are here. Okay, this amount from here to here is the delta H. Okay, and it's going to be negative 91.8 kilojoules, right? Because I only put in this much energy and I got this much out, right? So I got more out, which is what makes this negative. Okay. All right. For particle diagrams, all right, I have 1 mole of N2. Man, it's hard to get these to touch. Ooh, it's bad. Okay. Well, looks nice for the gators. 3 moles of H2. So there's one. There's one, there's one. Make sure your pictures are clear, okay? Some of your pictures have not been looking super great, okay? And then I'm going to have 2 moles of NH3. So I'm going to have, here's one, and here's going to be one. Okay, and then H3, I have 3 there, and then I have 3 there. Okay, so we can see that this is balanced. All right, and then you could add here if you want the plus energy, because energy is coming out. That's why it's negative, because it's on the right, okay? Word equation, 1 mole of nitrogen gas combines with 3 moles of hydrogen gas, okay, to form 2 moles of, okay, NH3 is actually called ammonia. Okay, or you could say nitrogen trihydride. That's what I wrote on the thing. But again, if you don't get the name quite 100%, like, don't worry about it. Okay, to form 2 moles of ammonia and energy. Okay, we probably maybe should even say 91.8 kilojoules of energy. Would not be a bad idea. I probably should have said that. Okay, all right. So now according to this equation, right, we're going to read off kind of like the recipe. How many moles of hydrogen will release or require how many kilojoules of energy? Okay, so according to the recipe I see here, I needed 1 of these nitrogens. I need 3 hydrogens. Okay, 3 moles of hydrogen will release, right, because its energy is coming out, it's exothermic, will release 91.8 kilojoules of energy. Okay. All right, so if I want to calculate this, if I started with only 1 mole of hydrogen, how much energy would be released? Okay, so 3 moles gave me 91.8 kilojoules. So if I only had 1 mole, you can probably see I'm probably going to get about 30 kilojoules, right? I'm only going to get a third of it because I'm only put a third of it in. Okay, so I'm going to start with my given, 1 mole of H2, okay, and then I'm going to do my ratio from the recipe. Okay, so moles of H2 is on the top, so I need to put 3 moles of H2 on the bottom because that's part of the recipe, and then negative 91.8 kilojoules up here. Okay, and it's going to be what, like 30 point, I don't know, something 6. Hold on. 91.8 divided by 3, 30. Oh, it's 30.6. So smart. Okay, so I'm going to get out negative, because I'm getting it out, 30.6 kilojoules. Okay, all right. So this is something you should probably be making sure you understand, because when I do the oral test, which I'm still working out, I'll probably give you a comprehensive problem like this and then kind of ask you to work it in front of me. Okay, or I'll ask you little specific things about each part as we go verbally. Okay, so make sure that you actually understand this. Please don't copy the answer key. Don't copy your friends, because then you're not going to know how to do anything, and then you're going to be sad, and I'm going to be angry. So let's don't do that. Okay. All right. I will post up the answer key for this also. So when you finish it, you can take a look at the answer key and go over it. But again, please do not copy the answer key. If you don't know how to do it, you're going to be in trouble. All right. And if you're watching this earlier in the day, I'm having 2 office hours on Thursday at 10:30 and 1 at 2:30. So if you need help, I'm more than happy to jump in and work on this with you. All right. Because it's about to get a little tough. All right. See you later.